Thoroughbreds is a 2017 premiering and now getting a wider release in 2018 dark comedy directed by first-time director and longtime playwright Cory Finley. The film stars Anya Taylor-Joy, Olivia Cooke, and Anton Yelchin is an unfortunate final role before his untimely demise. Lily and Amanda are two teenage girls living in a very upscale neighborhood in what appears to be Greenwich, Connecticut. Amanda has a bit of a troubled, dark past. She's played effortlessly by Olivia Cooke, and she comes to her ex-best friend Lily for a little bit of tutoring. Lily, of course, portrayed by Anya Taylor-Joy in another fantastic role by this young starlet. The girls couldn't be more opposite but find extreme similarities in one another, and although Lily seems perfect on the outside, Amanda comes to find she does have one big secret. She cannot stand her stepfather. The two girls eventually come together to devise a murderous plot that brings local drug dealer Tim, played by Anton Yelchin, into the fold, and things get pretty dark. Now, Cory Finley had never directed a film before Thoroughbreds, so when he wrote Thoroughbreds, it was meant as a stage play. When a film studio picked it up for production, Cory Finley found himself directing some of the brightest young stars in Hollywood today. Things could have gone pretty bad. Instead, we have a great little debut film from a wonderful new director who's gonna make strides in the industry. What we do see from this, though, is that Cory Finley and his DP, director of photography, end up borrowing a lot of great cinematography ideas from well-known directors, which is not a terrible thing in this scenario. He's just trying to find his unique voice, and in that time frame, he's going to borrow from the best of the best. And what I kind of found is that in doing so, I got kind of an amalgamation of all of my favorite elements of filmmaking, especially cinematography. The wide-angle lenses, the tracking pan shots, the rack focus, the cool color palette, and the very bright, extremely crisp cinematic feel of this film really lends itself to the story, and it really puts you in the narrative that Finley's telling, and he does just a great job here. Because of Finley's background in stage productions, the film actually functions best when looked at as a two-act play. Exploring the polarities of our two protagonists' approach to life, one who feels nothing and one who feels everything, and how can this really be that these two girls are so thoroughbred in their articulation? We find ourselves studying the human psyche. Can you be one or the other? Can you strictly feel nothing or strictly feel everything? Is it good to be a thoroughbred? Do we need an amalgamation of character in order to be truly human, or can we get by without feelings? Olivia Cooke's character, Amanda, in the film says, just because I can't feel anything doesn't make me a bad human, it just means I have to work a little harder to be a good one. I think that that does a really great job of summing up a lot of the psyche study that Finley takes us on in this beautiful film. It is a little difficult to watch Anton Yelchin in this role knowing that it was the last one he shot before his death. Now, I don't particularly love the writing for his character. I don't really like the way that he was introduced into the story, and a lot of his lines didn't come across as believable for that character's motivations. And speaking of motivations, another area I take a little bit of fault with in this film is the motivations of our two main girls. I find it a little difficult to get behind exactly what they want to set out and achieve in this film. They want to kill Lily's stepfather, and I never particularly feel like I know why. Most good films, I feel like, will sort of put you in the shoes a little bit better than this one did of why we should want this character to die, why we should be on the side of these girls throughout the film, and I don't think Thoroughbreds hashes it out enough, and unfortunately, there's not too many huge moments in this film, so some elements of this plot do become just a little bit forgotten. But you're still really going to enjoy the ride. I had a great time watching Thoroughbreds. It has its faults, but it's his first film. Cory Finley is going to do big, big things in this industry, and I can't wait to see what he picks up next, assuming he doesn't go back to just writing stage plays. The strengths of this film certainly lie in the acting. Olivia Cooke and Taylor-Joy are an absolute blessing to watch on the screen. They both have big doe eyes that convey novels in just a glance, and such powerful, thunderous voices that command the screen every time that they come on. And they just pour everything that they have as actresses into these two characters, and really a treat to watch either of these two ladies work. Finley managed to create such a beautiful film with amazing undercurrents, tones, and themes. The music is a huge bonus here, with mostly timpani and drum beats that sort of crawl under your skin and leave you feeling trepidatious and tumultuous as this film sort of trods up its big climb. And this is just a really marvelous first-time effort by soon-to-be huge director Cory Finley, I'm sure, in the years to come. Thoroughbreds is getting a 7.5 out of 10 for me couch score, you guys. I really dug this film. I thought it was super stylistic and it had a great character study, though I feel some of the plot elements lacked a little bit and it kind of tiptoed a little too long for my taste. But you're still getting that 7.5 flavor in there, and that's good enough for me to say go out and see this movie in theaters. If you've got nothing going on, check out Thoroughbreds, see if it's playing at a theater near you. It is a little limited right now, but hopefully we can get a little bit of word of mouth going on this film and get it spread a little bit further. Now it's your turn, guys. Hop into that comment section and let me know, George Crow, what you guys thought of Thoroughbreds by Cory Finley. Have you gotten a chance to check this one out yet? I hope you have. Click subscribe down below, you guys, so you never miss a video from my brown couch. Click thumbs up if you like what I'm doing here. Thank you for all of your support. I appreciate it endlessly, and I will see you guys next time to discuss our favorite thing on this planet, film.